So, this principle is described, is actually this principle is the fulcrum of the process of bhakti. Bhakti yoga is situated on the platform of this principle. What is this principle? This principle is described by Srila Rupa Goswami in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Srila Rupa Goswami says, Anasaktasya Vishayan Yatharham Upayunjataha Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe Yuktam Vairagyam Uchyate. Srila Rupa Goswami says, Anasaktasya, one should be detached from this material world. Detached from what? Detached from, people are generally detached from spiritual life. You tell them to chant Hare Krishna, nobody will chant. They are very detached from chanting. I remember initially when I came in touch with Krishna consciousness, I would come to the temple once in a while. Culture is there. In all our families, we are taken to the temples. So we used to go to the Krishna Balaram temple in Hare Krishna Hill, Bangalore. That time it was still the big temple had not been built. So one of my college friends, he had joined the temple. Whenever I would visit the temple, I would just meet him and talk to him and come back. After many times of going, talking, every time he would request me to chant. I would never bother. One time finally he said, why don't you buy one mala and chant every day Hare Krishna mantra? I told him, my response was that, oh, why should I buy the mala? If I buy the mala, it will become another possession. I'll become attached to it. I want to become detached from this world. Therefore, I will not buy a mala. So, until one becomes a devotee of the Supreme Lord, people have a wrong conception of detachment. People become detached from Krishna himself. They become detached from spiritual processes. So, Srila Rupa Goswami is saying, Anasaktasya Vishayan. What is the thing that we should all become detached from? We should become detached from Vishaya, from sense gratification. Vishaya refers to the sense objects. We have 5 Jnanendriyas: the eyes, the ears, the nose, the tongue, and the skin. These 5 constitute our senses through which we gain knowledge about the world around us. We become aware of the world around us through these 5 senses. Each of these senses corresponding to each of these senses, there is a sense object. For eyes, the sense object is rupa, form. For ears, the sense object is shabda, sound. For the tongue, the sense object is taste. And for the skin, the sense object is sparsha, touch. By touching an object, we can know whether it is hard, whether it is soft, whether it is hot, whether it is cold. All these things we can make out. Generally, if we want to take a hot water bath, we will open the tap in the morning, fill the bucket a little, then we'll dip our finger and see how hot it is. We can gauge the temperature with our skin. Similarly, something is hard or soft. By touching it, we can make out whether it is hard or it is soft. Similarly, for the nose, the sense object is gandha, smell. We can smell by the sense of smell. We can find out, oh, there is a nice fragrance coming of rose. There must be some rose flower here. Or sometimes we decorate the temple nicely with a lot of jasmine flowers. And then there is a beautiful fragrance inside the temple hall when we come. Immediately we can make out, oh, a lot of jasmine flowers have been used. By like this, with each of our senses, there is some sense object associated with it, by which we gain some information about the material world. Now, actually, the sense objects are meant for us to be able to interact with the material world more efficiently. If I don't have the sense of touch in my skin, then how will I know whether the water is hot enough or it may be too hot? And if I'm not, sometimes when people become old, their fingers and all become numb. They will lose that sense of touch from their fingers because the nerve endings, they become jaded with age and all that. I remember my grandmother, when she used to cook in the village at that time, she would cook with firewood. Those days there was no gas in the villages. She would cook, and after cooking, she would take out there would be a lot of, the wood would have turned into coal. And while it is still red hot, she'll pick it with her hand like that, bare hands, and put it on a container and take it out. I'll be like, my God, if I put my hand, if I take my hand close to that red hot coal itself, I start feeling the heat. Don't even have to touch it. Whereas she is coolly picking up that red hot coal, putting it into another vessel and taking it. Because of old age, the sense of touch has become jaded. It has become numb. So imagine if the heat of the water, we don't know how hot it is, we pour on ourselves. If it is too hot, it will scald us. We'll get scalded. Therefore, for us to interact efficiently with this material world, it is very necessary that the interaction of the jnanendriyas with the sense objects is very essential. But what happens is, in this material world, because of our conditioning, we try to enjoy the sense objects with our jnanendriyas. We want to look at good forms. We want to look at, that's why you will see all the Bollywood movies, they'll have very beautiful looking heroine and beautiful looking hero. You will not have a beautiful looking villain and an ugly looking hero and ugly looking heroine. The film will never run in the box office. Nobody will go to watch that. Why? Because everyone wants to see beautiful forms. Everyone wants to hear nice music. That's why these Bollywood movies, they all have nice songs as part of this movie. So that even if the movie doesn't run, at least they will be able to make some money out of the good music. Like this, we want to taste good food. We want to taste good smell. That's why we spray eau de cologne on our bodies, because we want to smell nice. Now, instead of utilizing the senses in a proper manner, we take it that the senses are a source of sense enjoyment for us in its interactions with the sense objects. And therefore, Srila Rupa Goswami is saying, in reality, we should be anasaktasya vishayan. We should not be attached to enjoying the senses and the sense objects. This should not be our goal. We should always be detached from enjoying the sense objects through the jnanendriyas. On the other hand, what should we do? Yatharham upayunjataha. The interaction of the senses and the sense objects is not to be completely nullified. Becoming detached from sense gratification does not mean that we have to stop all the activities of the senses. No. Yatharham, as it is required, upayunjataha, engage the senses with the sense objects.